Cuba explain kenapa walaupun market sedang hijau macam ni, tengok hijau, 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 semua sedang naik macam ni. Kenapa walaupun market sedang hijau, long liquidation dua kali ganda lebih besar dari short liquidation? Siapa boleh explain? Siapa boleh bagi tahu? Kenapa? Kenapa ada orang kena liquidate walaupun market sedang pumping? Sebab dia ialah sebab kebanyakan orang buy di sini. Market dah naik macam ni, dia buy di sini. Bila price di bawah ni, dia tak nak beli pula. Itulah the reality of 90% of retail traders. Kebanyakan akan beli di atas, beli di atas. Bila price junam sikit, kena liquidate atau terpaksa hold lah. Ya, terpaksa hold. Right, so anyway, kita menutup minggu ini dengan profit yang sangat mantap from Hype USDT. Really, really good trade. Masih sedang hold. So this week our win rate was really good. 80% win rate for the week. Right, really, really good win rate. Now, I'm going to show you guys apakah plan saya untuk Bitcoin sekarang. Dan level mana yang saya sedang monitor untuk cari position untuk potentially long atau short. Okay. Now, untuk you guys yang tertanya, ada yang tanya exchange apa saya guna? I'm using Wix and also Bybit. So Wix ialah exchange baru. Interface dia sangat smooth. I really really like it and it is built for traders. Business model dia sangat clear, sangat jelas. It aligns dengan saya sebagai trader. So that's why saya menggunakan Wix and we also use Wix in the academy. So tengok, somebody just posted here. Thank you boss. Okay, Kaito pun kita masih sedang hold. Right, so maybe next week saya akan buat video for trade review Kaito. So Kaito ni dia mainkan aku 2 kali. Hopefully this time 3 kali kita entry, kita dapat profit. Now, let's take a look at the charts. What is the plan right now? Kalau kita tengok Bitcoin, we have been moving up. We have been moving up non-stop since bila ni? 9 April, 9 April. Berapa persen? 43%. Right? And now kita berada di sebuah ranging market. If we look at the previous ranging market, berapa lama kita berada dalam range? Mari kita ukur. Lebih kurang 14 hari. 2 minggu lah kita dalam keadaan ranging. So sekarang kita baru ranging selama 7 hari. Right, so based on data, maybe we can expect another 7 days. Right, 2 minggu lah. Right, macam ni. Okay. So for now, going into the weekend, we can expect maybe the market will continue ranging. And bila market sedang ranging macam ini, what we usually look for is kita cari, kita boleh tarik pertama sekali, tarik ni, our volume profile tool. Saya masuk kepada 1 hour time frame. And we can see during a strong uptrend dan pembentukan range, selalunya bila ada deviation, maksudnya dia keluar dari range, dia akan jumpa dengan demand zone, kemudian dia masuk balik kepada range. Right? So, right now kita dah tap demand zone ini. Berapa? 1, 2, 3 kali. So, right now if price were to deviate ke bawah lagi, I would want to see it come below this demand zone. Sebab ni dah kita dah tap 3 kali. 1, 2, 3. I want to see a fresh demand zone tapped. So, ideally this one right here is the demand zone that I want to see tapped. So, kalau price masuk ke sini, 99,000, this would be a potential place to look for a long position. Right? Dan tambahan lagi, kita masih ada Monday high and Monday low yang belum di sweep. So, ini adalah liquidity level yang penting. Monday maksudnya opening week high and low yang belum kena sweep. Tengok, since Monday kita berada dalam range ni, kita belum ada clear indication of where we want to go. So if price were to show some strength, right, we need it to break above and maintain, break below and maintain, right? Kalau dia break, dia sweep and reclaim, then it's likely dia akan reverse to the other side of the range. Ya. Contoh macam tu, atau contoh macam ni. Dia sweep, tapi dia gagal untuk maintain di atas. Then dia sweep and masuk balik kepada range. Okay, so that's why this Monday low lines up quite nicely with this demand zone. So kalau price datang balik dan sweep ke sini, this would be a nice level to look for long position. Now you guys, bila you guys tengok video ni, I want you guys to take action, ya. Pay attention. Sebab I don't know if you guys are actually doing anything with the information yang saya bagi. Tengok, dalam Telegram pun saya bagi level ni, ya. Saya mark terang-terang level support, point of interest yang mungkin akan jadi area untuk cari long. Tengok apa jadi? Boom, dia bounce macam ni. I don't know how many of you guys actually entered a position or actually took action with this level. Ada satu orang, right, yang berjaya take action. Ni, cun-cun di zone, dia follow. Dapat profit. So easy. I already mark the zone for you guys dalam Telegram, dalam YouTube, dalam TikTok. You guys just need to take action. Okay, so that being said, this is one of the zones I'm interested to long from, 99,000. Okay, another zone yang lebih rendah, sebab kalau kita break ke bawah ni, if we break below here, menakutkan sikit sebab there's a possibility we may go even lower. Even lower ke mana? Even lower to liquidity level yang sangat tebal, iaitu di 90 berapa ni? Right here. 93,000. Kita ada 183 juta liquidation di 93,000. Nah, 93,000 about here, down here. Okay. So if we do break, kalau kita start break demand zone ni, then it's likely we may come all the way down here. Sebab usually bila price naik cepat macam ni, dia akan sideways, dia akan turun cepat macam ni juga. Ini dipanggil sebuah Bart pattern, ya. Bart Simpson. Siapa tengok Simpsons, dia tahu Bart kepala dia macam ni, rambut dia macam ni. So di crypto sering ada Bart pattern. Naik cepat, sideways, turun cepat. Right, so that being said, the Bart pattern lines up with the liquidity zone di 93,000. So kalau you nampak price start to break below structure, dan bila dia masuk ke demand zone, dia respect, tapi dia tak boleh reclaim previous support or previous resistance. Ya, kalau you nampak dia respect, tapi dia respect pun sikit je, then dia sambung break lagi. Dia respect sikit, dia sambung break lagi. That's when you know that the trend has officially changed. And you akan tengok dia lebih respect supply zone berbanding demand zone. Right? So once you start seeing price respect the supply zones more, maksudnya reaction lebih kuat, candle yang datang, candle merah lebih besar, then you know that the momentum could be starting to change. Okay? But for now, since we are still in a bullish trend, yes, ini menjadi level yang saya berminat untuk long. Okay, for shorts, if we are going to maintain in this range, untuk short, I would advise against it. Saya dah short 3 kali bulan ini, tiga kena stop loss. But for shorts, yeah, just aim for the high. Ideally, Monday high di sini, right? Trade it back into the range. Okay, that would be an ideal short. Aku nak short di harga yang paling ekstrim lah. Yang paling ekstrim. Sebab because that will give me a better risk to reward ratio yang lebih berbaloi. Sebab kita sedang lawan trend. So kita nak sesuatu yang berbaloi. Okay, so that would be for shorts. Ideally, I would prefer to long dari bawah sini. Okay, dari bawah sini. Okay, so this is a possible long. Right. Going into the weekend, you can also pay attention to this range sebab I doubt that kita akan buat move besar during this weekend. So you can also look for longs dari sini, dari sweep ini, right? Dari value area low. Yeah, so these could also be potential long positions yang lebih kecil lah, right? Scalp positions dari sini, Okay. So that is the plan for now. Now, I want to also share with you guys macam mana nak elakkan ni. Aku tak nak you guys jadi statistik yang kena liquidate. Right? one of the things that you can use ialah cuba jangan FOMO crypto yang dah naik. Something you can look at is the RSI heat map, right? The crypto RSI heat map. Okay, you cari crypto yang masih dalam oversold atau yang di bawah neutral. Maksudnya crypto ini belum pump lagi. Kalau you nak buy sebuah crypto, right? You nak buy sebuah crypto, tapi you tengok dia dah di kawasan overbought yang kau-kau. Contoh macam Aave, ETH, Bank macam ni. There is a possibility dia mungkin akan retrace dulu. Right, so this is just a very simple indicator yang you boleh guna untuk plan your positions. Right, so ideally kita nak cari crypto yang di bawah neutral, dalam area weak atau dalam area oversold. Okay, and also ideally bila Bitcoin dominance ni di kawasan overbought atau strong. That means Bitcoin dominance dah naik tinggi and dia mungkin akan reverse. Right? Bila Bitcoin dominance jatuh dan altcoin di kawasan oversold, then they can start to reverse. Bitcoin dominance jatuh, altcoin boleh mula naik. Right? So that's the theory behind it lah. So this can be something that can potentially help you guys. Kalau you guys nak belajar lebih in-depth, nak tengok macam mana saya trade, how the members in the community trade and make profit like this, right? Then you guys can join the Kaizen Crypto Academy. Semua entry, TP, stop loss, everything saya share dalam sini for you guys to see, for you guys to follow along if you want to, right? Tekan link di bawah untuk join the Kaizen Crypto Academy. I hope to see you guys there. Itu saja untuk video kali ini. See you guys in the next video.